Today I'm going to show you how to replace the Bank 1 cam position sensor on this 2008 Infiniti FX35. This fixes diagnostic trouble code P0340, and it also cures certain hard starting problems and engine runnability issues. This also causes your slip light and VDC off light to come on your dash, as well as a check engine light. The Bank 1 cam position sensor is located on the back of the passenger side head. Start by removing this engine cover. It's held in with 4 10mm nuts and bolts. And then just lift the cover off. Now come over to the back of the engine. You can see the cam sensor down there, where that greasy connector is. That's the cam sensor. A lot of this you'll have to do by feel because it's hard to see with your hand in there. So reach back there and undo the electrical connector. There's a little tab on the bottom of it that you press in and you pull it out. If you find you can't get at the electrical connector release tab, then you can just go ahead and start unbolting the sensor and pull it out, and then you can more easily remove the connector once the sensor is out. It's held in with a single 10mm bolt. You can see it. It's hard to see. Bolt right here. There's no room to get a ratchet in there, so you're gonna have to use an open end wrench. Fortunately, a lot of this must be done by feel. These things aren't designed to be convenient to repair. Once you've got it loose a couple of turns, then you can usually spin it out with your fingers. Just like that. At that point, just grab hold of the sensor, start twisting it while pulling outward. It usually gets held in by its oil seal. There we go. But eventually it'll pull out just like that. Grab it. Bring it to the top here. There we go. And there it is. Now you can more easily hit that release tab. All you gotta do is, how easy that is to see. You push it in, get the light in there. Just push this connector all the way in, and then that releases. Usually they're pretty stuck on there. There we go. Just like that. And a lot of these engineers, they always dream up some new goofy ass connector clip, and that's just one of them. Alright, old sensor's out. Take the new sensor and just put a tiny bit of oil on the O-ring. That'll help it slide in easier. Then just take the new sensor with the bolt hole facing the driver's side. Just insert it into the head. It's hard to see, so do it by feel. Once you get down to the O-ring, you just gotta kind of like spin it back and forth while pushing in, so that the O-ring will seal. Don't use a tremendous amount of force when you're pushing it, because you could rip the O-ring. Just give it some gentle persuasion, and it'll slide in. Just like that. Once that's in, take the bolt, and then go in, again, by feel. You might have to rotate the sensor up and down a little bit to find the bolt hole. Once it's in, spin it in with your fingers as far as it'll go. See there, you can see the bolt started. And once the bolt is all the way in, and it won't turn anymore with your fingers, you come in with your wrench, crank it down. It doesn't have to be super tight, just gotta be enough to be holding it in. Now once that's all in, take the connector and plug it in. When it's fully seated, you'll hear a click. Just like that. And there you go. Cam sensor's in. The engine cover back in place. Located onto these two studs first. Like that. And start the two bolts. And two nuts. Crank them down. And then you're done. Let's crank up the engine, make sure everything's good. Fired right up, no long crank. If your check engine light's still on, you're gonna have to go in and clear the code with a scanner, or you can just unplug your battery for about 2 minutes or so, and that's usually enough to clear it. If this video helped you, please consider supporting the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. Thanks for watching.